LIV Golf, as we know it, has made limited headway stateside, with only the loyalists partaking, turning golf courses into political rallies, including the likes of Tucker Carlson and white supremacist rally-attending Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
This is my question for you, Dominique. Do you want to be in debt to the Saudis?
A good question. We know who can answer that.
Enter Donald Trump. The lucrative tournament could bring his golf empire, not to mention him personally, millions of dollars as he considers another run for president.
That would be former President Donald Trump.
Mr. Kushner himself made at least 3 trips to Saudi Arabia just during Trump's first year in office. MBS gave this $2 billion to Jared Kushner's new investment venture.
His family.
Saudi Arabia put $1 billion into a brand new investment fund created by Mr. Mnuchin.
And former cabinet members.
NBC's Mark Caputo spotlighting this week just how this relationship between LIV Golf and the former president promises an infusion of unknown millions of dollars for Trump's golf empire.
It is very clear.
You're so closely associated with the city of New York. Yeah. You, of all people, understand the passion surrounding 9/11. What do you say to those family members who protested earlier this week and will be doing so again on Friday?
Well, nobody's gotten to the bottom of 9/11.
He will say and do anything for money.
The golfers who play for LIV get their millions and hundreds of millions of dollars from Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. That fund is controlled by the Saudi Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman.
After it was announced that LIV Golf found a home on American television,
I think their opening tournament is this week, I think, down in Mexico. I'm not watching it on the CW. Come on.
Boomer Esiason, former NFL player and longtime sports radio host, took them to task, basically calling it a joke of a partnership.
I can't believe they actually got a TV deal.
They did. Well, I think they bought into it, is what I think. I think they probably bought the time on CW. There's no way CW is paying them. No way.
Oh, that can't be.
You can't make any money on it. I'm thinking that they probably bought onto the CW to get some sort of presence on TV here in the States other than just YouTube.
Considering what's occurred at their events.
LIV is the future of golf.
But for all the focus on the tournament that was hosted by a former president obsessed with crowd sizes, there were, oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, wow. There's no crowd.
It's kind of sad. It kind of looks like some of the shots on the side
is that
of the
a rehearsal?
During the inauguration.
There was literally nobody in attendance compared to the draw for PGA events.
And you know what? Quite honestly, it may not be that much of a surprise that LIV Golf inked a deal with the CW to air the Saudi-backed Golf League's events, though it'll be on tape delay, with additional coverage only available on the CW app. Dennis Miller, the president of CW, praised the partnership, saying in part, the CW has positioned itself as the broadcast destination for live mainstream sports for many years to come. Esiason has been critical of this venture in the past.
I love golf. I do. I play it. I love the PGA Tour. I love the Masters, love the Opens, love all of that stuff. I don't have to love this crap. I really don't.
Taking aim at the former president and even his own employer.
The former president's hosting this garbage over there, and these guys are accepting this money. It's just it's an insult to all the people that died on 9/11 and how their families were affected. But it's also an insult to all the people that have died since 9/11 because of all the toxic carcinogens that they basically ingested while they were trying to clean this place up to make it look like what it looks like now. And we live right in the shadow of it. And when you go down there, you're affected by it, especially if you were personally affected by it. And that's why there's so much outrage around this.
To be very clear, LIV's options were pretty scarce, if we're being honest with the situation. CBS, NBC, Golf Channel, ESPN, TNT, TBS, and USA were completely out of the picture. Fox Sports became an option, but apparently wanted a time buy in order to reach an agreement. Now, Bob Herrick, who has been around golf for years and years, well-respected journalist in the space, writing for Sports Illustrated now, wrote this, which is vital to understanding the deal. LIV Golf is not receiving a rights fee, but has an undisclosed revenue-sharing agreement with the CW. How robust the advertising inventory will be is something to monitor and will be difficult to hide. The broadcast will either have commercial interruptions or they won't, or something in between. Ultimately, that is what LIV needs, to showcase sponsors and try to sell the team aspect of its business model. The CW network is a necessary part of that process and part of a bigger picture that is still unclear. Are casual sports fans and regular golf fans going to be frequent consumers of this league? For Esiason, his criticisms remain consistent.
From a first-person account, how somebody's life can completely be totally screwed up because of what happened, and how many other lives have been just as screwed up over the last 22 years after the fact. And these guys are over there, playing music, making hundreds of millions of dollars from the Saudi Arabian government. That's what we're doing?
That's what we're doing. And that's what they're going to continue to do.
Oh, they can kiss my ass. I'm not watching it. I don't care. And, they can sports wash it. They can explain it any way they want. The former president can say, take the money. PGA Tour sucks. Hey, I don't care. If that, like I told you, if it was the Amazon tour, I'm all in. I'm all in. If it's the Nike tour, even though they may be doing some sort of business somewhere where I don't like, I kind of get it. But this is the public funds, and it's called the Public Investment Fund from the government of Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.